Here is the culprit count for this book. Here's the culprit count for all the books. Mr. Green is most guilty, while Plum is least guilty. Here's the end of book culprit count. Miss Scarlet is the one who kills Mr. Body most often.
Argo Flump Book Review, Argo Flump Book Review.
This review was commissioned through Patreon. Case 1. Mr. Green made a bad business deal, so everyone decides to kill him. Mustard has the rope, a man has the knife, someone with red nails steals the knife, a female takes the gun, a female with an apron steals Miss Scarlet's weapon, Plum steals the rope, a woman with no weapon steals Mrs. Peacock's weapon. The murderer is not Revolver, Rope, the guest who first had rope, or the female who robbed Scarlet. Who is it? Mrs. Peacock. We're told outright that Plum has the rope and Mustard had it first, so they're innocent. Presumably, Mrs. White is the female with an apron because she's the maid, so she's innocent. The revolver is the tricky one. You use these three clues to deduce Peacock is the female with the revolver. Then you take the final clue into account to learn Scarlet is the innocent one with the revolver, leaving Peacock as the culprit. Case 2. Mr. Body has a barn, so everyone makes animal noises. Mrs. White can't make noises. Plum can neigh and moo. Mustard can moo, oink, and neigh. Peacock can make animal noises, but she won't because it's rude. Scarlet can baw, oink, and quack. Green can neigh, cluck, and oink. Mr. Brown can moo. Can you? Everyone tries to steal the animals. Someone who can quack is attacked by a forgetful man, who is attacked by a female who can quack, who's attacked by a man who can neigh, who's attacked by a man who can moo. Who? We eliminate Plum, who's the forgetful man. We eliminate Green, who can't moo. Therefore, Mustard is the mooing male culprit. Case 3. At 8:15, Mrs. White starts cooking. She's injured 15 minutes later. Plum is injured 5 minutes later. 1 minute later, Scarlet says she put on nail polish, which lasts for a half hour. 2 minutes later, Peacock and Green fight for 5 minutes. Peacock leaves the mansion, and Mustard cooks for 5 minutes. Who robbed Mr. Body at 8:55? Mr. Green. Everyone else was injured. Case 4. A male with a knife is attacked by male rope, who's attacked by male revolver, who's attacked by candlestick, who's attacked by someone who calls herself heart-wrenchingly beautiful, who's attacked by the culprit. Who is it? Mrs. White. The key to this puzzle is recognizing that Scarlet and Peacock are repeating things they said on the first page of the case. This solution 100% tricked me. I thought the woman calling herself heart-wrenchingly beautiful was Scarlet because she talks like that. Case 5. White has the rope, and Mr. Body tells his guests about his valuable flutes. Colonel Mustard and Miss Scarlet both miss this conversation. Male Knife is attacked by Male Wrench, who's attacked by Rope, who's attacked by the culprit. Who is it? Mrs. Peacock. We eliminate Scarlet and Mustard, who missed the conversation. We eliminate the two remaining males, and Mrs. White, who had the rope. Case 6. The guests steal a bunch of donuts. You have to keep track of who likes what donuts in order to figure out Professor Plum stole the most. Case 7. The guests all leave a party at different times. They arrive back at the manor at different times, and they all search different rooms. Like most of the room puzzles in this series, this one was a bit too tough for me, so I skipped over it. For the sake of you puzzle lovers, here's a simplified version of the clues that doesn't refer to arrival time, departure time, or room. Green has the lead pipe, Plum has candlestick, Scarlet has knife, a female has revolver. Plum is strangled by Peacock, who's attacked by Revolver. Lead pipe attacks Scarlet and Revolver. Wrench is the culprit. Who is it? Colonel Mustard. We eliminate the three females, who are Peacock, Scarlet, and female Revolver. We eliminate Green and Plum, who have the wrong weapons. Case 8. This case is The Footprints in the Fog, which is interesting. Usually the title case is the final case of the book. White has the rope, Scarlet has the lead pipe, Plum has the revolver, Green has the candlestick, Mustard has the knife, and Peacock has the wrench. All of them attempt to rob a lighthouse keeper. Rope and candlestick knock each other out. Wrench is robbed by Revolver, who's robbed by a male, who's robbed by the female culprit. Who is it? Miss Scarlet. White and Peacock were Rope and Wrench, so the female culprit is Scarlet. Case 9. A female and a male are alone at Body Manor. They get prank phone calls. The female says it's Scarlet, Mustard, or Green. The male says it's Scarlet or Peacock or Green. Peacock arrives and tells the male his guesses were wrong. Who made the calls? Colonel Mustard. Mrs. White and Professor Plum are the only two who weren't accused, so presumably they're the two people inside the manor. It would make no sense for them to accuse each other of being the culprit, because they're both here at the manor. So we eliminate White and Plum, as well as the 3 people that Plum guessed. Case 10. There are perfumes called pizza, cheeseburger, chicken, brownie, and pie. We're told people can't smell their own perfumes, but that doesn't really come into play during the mystery solution. Scarlet has pizza and pie. Another female gets pizza and pie. White gets cheeseburger, chicken, and brownie. A male gets the same sense as White. Mustard gets the meat-based sense. Green gets the dessert sense. You can determine who the unnamed male and female are, because the other males and females are all named. Scarlet and her knife are attacked by Lead Pipe, who smells like pizza and pie. Male Candlestick is attacked by Revolver, who smells like chicken, cheeseburger, and brownie. Male Rope smells like pie and brownie. He's attacked by male Wrench, who smells like pizza, chicken, and brownie. Wrench is attacked by female Revolver, who's attacked by the culprit. Who is it? Mrs. Peacock in the kitchen with the lead pipe. We know Scarlet's knife. We identify female Revolver as White by her sense. We identify Green and Plum as male Rope and male Wrench by their sense, meaning the unidentified male with the candlestick is Mustard. The last character is Peacock with the lead pipe. We could also identify her by her scent. Lead Pipe smells like Scarlet and Peacock, but since Scarlet has a knife, we know Lead Pipe is Peacock. The end. Postbook follow-up. This is the final book of the Clue series, so when Mrs. Peacock kills Mr. Body, he stays dead. I'm sad that the series is over, and I wish this book had given us a grand finale. Like a double-length mystery at the end, or maybe the last 3 mysteries tied together to form a connected story. Instead, it's a typical entry in the series which could easily be exchanged with any of the other books. I like the phone call puzzle the most. The animal sound puzzle was cute, although the final puzzle is basically the same thing, just with smells instead of animal sounds. I give clue number 18, Footprints in the Fog, a thumbs up.